them to start their business. And I'm not saying don't do that, but some of us, we overstep it. Now we helping them find a building. Now we helping them. We done found them Uncle Junebug and them gonna come over there and fix this for them. Now I done made 20,000 calls to get them on something and ain't even did that for my own business.
Right. You see it all the time. I seen my mother do it my whole life. Women always put themselves last.
Always. So what we need to start doing is putting ourselves first. I'm talking about even when it comes down to stuff like what you gonna eat. Sometimes we'll even put everybody around us what they gonna eat. Their food first.
Out,
oh yeah,
get yours last. Like dang.
And then be having some scraps. Oh, that be making me so mad when y'all eat all the food. But I digress because I'm going into a personal moment in memory. I don't want to personal. Let me stop. But it's the truth. So feel good in saying no. Sometimes you have to put yourself first and start having some self-care activities. Self-care activities are important. So that's my word of the day. My word of the day is self. In 2022, think about self. Help others because there's always blessings in being there for others. That's why I always do for other people because I get blessings when I do for other people. I don't worry about how they do me because it's karma. It's good for me, for the universe. But I'm talking about in day-to-day activities. Start thinking about you. You can't help nobody else if you're not straight.
For sure.
How can I help you make $1 million? Or 100,000 and I don't have $10. And I've seen myself do that. And I've seen a lot of women that I know, a lot of men too. I'm not taking it from you kings either, but I'm talking about what I know. So we need to start putting ourselves first, prioritizing yourself as self-care. Yes, such and such may need to borrow this, but if you really need to do something for yourself, do it for yourself first. Don't worry. They wasn't worried about if they was having an emergency before that. So don't prioritize yourself. Let's say that. We're going to prioritize ourselves. That's the word of the day is self. Think about yourself. And let me just throw this in as a little bonus word of the day because you're listening to the Retired Hood Rat podcast. Stop settling. Stop settling. Stop settling out of convenience. Anything that you get out of convenience usually ain't about shit. Even when you eat a meal out of convenience, it's usually the worst meal you can have. Even when I put something in the microwave, it's processed as fuck. It's horrible for you. So we do that out of convenience. Now my gut's messed up. I'm on the toilet for 10 hours. Come on now. Am I talking to somebody? Can I talk to somebody this morning? I'm just saying. So stop doing things out of convenience. We settle in relationships that we shouldn't be in because we was lonely. Now he done stole everything you got. And you was in shape when you met him. Now you're 200 pounds heavier. You know what I'm saying? You had a good, nice car, not a muffler falling off because you didn't want to be lonely. So stop settling because let me tell you something. Convenience can be the devil. Convenience ain't always your friend. Stop doing things that are convenient and start doing things that are necessary. Stop being afraid and thinking, no, it'll never come. It will come just as long as you stay on that course. Stop letting people make you feel like you got to settle. I don't want to hear that shit because every time I settle, I don't never get what I wanted anyway. So what's the point? I might as well be with a rich nigga. You know what I'm saying? I keep on trying to work with you. They talking about build somebody. I ain't build nobody up. I don't want to do that. You need to come prepackaged, my man. And I want to get flued out. I don't want to hear all that broke love shit. I don't like broke love. Shout out to everybody who like it. Nothing against it. Because I came from the hood and brokenness. But I do not want, I ain't want to pick off the 2 for $20 menu. I don't want to go to page 7. I want to order what I want to order. So here you go. That's the word of the day, self. Don't settle. It don't matter if you for self. Make sure you go check us out on YouTube, comedian T.Barb. You can watch the whole show live each and every week. Shout out to everybody on my fan page, comedian T.Barb. Shout out to everybody I see Song Jungle is also live. Make sure you go follow them on the gram. You can see the whole show live. Shout out to Takara, Wally Malone, the LaDonna Sims, Shayna, that's my sister. Shout out to G Smooth in the building. I see you. And Takara says word of the day, self. That's what it's about. Don't forget, after we do our word of the day, we always break it down to our Retired Hood Rat prayer. And then we're going to get into our interview with our special guest because we do have a special guest in the building. This guest is also going to be a part of the Bosses Business Class, which is coming January 29th to 90s Knowledge Cafe. If you're trying to get your business right, if you have an LLC, you want to know what to do with it. We have the Black-owned Liberty Bank. Liberty Bank is coming through to present. Stone Jungle will be in the building. Unicorn Tax Service, who specializes in nonprofits, Michigan proprietary schools, all of those things will be in the building. You cannot put a price on this. You come in with an idea, you're going to leave with a business, a LLC. And if you have an LLC, you get $50 off, and we're going to show you how to monetize it immediately. Okay, you want to know? Everybody always asks me how I make money, and I done told a few of y'all, but some of y'all need to bring y'all ass to this class so y'all can learn. Make sure y'all get your tickets. T.Barb.isfunny.com. Now, it's time to bow our heads and pray. If you driving, don't bow your head, because I don't want to hear that. And a lot of us are in Detroit. Shout out to all my listeners across the country. But in Detroit, we already can't afford insurance. So if you bow your head, you slide into something. I don't want to hear that. I don't, okay? But it is time to pray. The prayer is not about Jehovah, Allah, Hishnu, whatever deity you pray to, yourself, percenters, whatever. It's just about acknowledging the universe. And make sure you put them positive vibes out, because it is Monday morning.
It is Monday.
It is Monday. So, okay, so let us bow our heads, or keep your eyes on the road if you're driving. Dear God, thank you so much. We thank you so much for bringing us here today. We thank you in advance for getting us safely wherever it is that we need to go. God, we understand that 2022 is going to be a year of blessing. It's going to be a year of abundance. It's going to be a year of manifestation. As long as we listen to you, as long as we don't settle, as long as we have patience, God, we know that you will fill our hearts with it. We know that you will fill our minds with it, our pockets with it, whatever we desire, God. We know that whatever we pray for, we're going to believe in that prayer. We're not only going to pray for it, but we're also going to believe, God. We're going to take actions and steps. God, we ask that you fill our body with the strength to take the steps necessary to get the blessings. We ask that you fill our minds with the thought that we can't just get the blessing sitting on the couch. We do have to follow instructions, but the blessing is there for us. So make sure we understand that. Make sure we know that. Put us around great people and allow us to self-care and acknowledge self. In your name we pray. Amen. And somebody said happy MLK Day. Oh, yeah. Amen. God, happy MLK Day. No, for real. Shout out to Martin Luther King. And that was my little prayer. So y'all ready? Because I be praying, because I'm about to be getting ghetto. You just got to calm it down. You got to pray it down. Okay. Make sure, like I said, y'all go to YouTube, because I'm only going to put some clips on these fan pages, but we going to be on the YouTube the whole time. So make sure you tune in. Now that we have that. Also, shout out to our sponsor, Good Helper Heating and Cooling and Good Helper Entertainment and 90s Knowledge Cafe. Catch us every Monday on the mic. We gonna be laughing. Tonight is lit. Come see me. 90s, Melanie Hearns, Jason Jameson. But it's time for our guests. And ladies, y'all want to see the guests too. You know what I'm saying? And the fellas, y'all want to see his fit. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to give it up. For my homeboy, this is my dog. He has a very lucrative and successful clothing business based out of Detroit, Michigan, Stone Jungle. I want y'all to give it up for B-Dog.
What up, y'all? What's happening?
No, his name Brian. Don't call him B-Dog. I B-Dog.
Okay. That's what you came with?
Yeah.
B-Will, just B-Dog. Okay.
It was B-Will earlier, but then that B-Dog, it was like B-Dog.
Oh, okay. I'll take that. What's going on?
Okay, so Brian, tell the people, our listeners, Retired Hood Rat Podcast, a little bit about you.
Well, they know about Stone Jungle hopefully by now. I'm the owner, CEO, and I've been doing it for about 4 years now. I got kids' clothes, women's clothes. I got to say that first, because y'all don't be thinking I had that. Men's clothes. I got jogger suits, t-shirts, some of everything. I've been doing this for a while now, and I also, do a lot of other things as far as acting and managing and stuff like that.
Okay. So that's an interesting. And you straight out of Detroit?
Straight out of Detroit, born and raised.
Okay, I always ask you this. What side of town you from?
See, I don't like to say. I'm just saying I'm from Wilbert.
You from Wilbert? Oh, you can't.
I'm half and half. I was born on the east side, raised over there for a minute, then moved to the west. So I got to show love to both.
Okay, shout out Real D. What high school did you go to?
I went to Ford. I had to go to West Side schools, though, to graduate, because I ain't going to put their business out there, but I graduated.
Okay. Well, shout out to a black man with a little diploma. So Stone Jungle Clothing, you can see it all over. Like you say, you've been doing some acting. How long have you been in the fashion game?
Well, as being a black man, I've been in the fashion game since I was born, but actually making
Woo-hoo.
clothes been about 5 years. I started in 2017 and it's been going real good, nice, successful, and I love it. It's something fun to do, and I needed a new hustle.
Okay, a new hustle. Let me ask you this. How did you get into, because especially thank you first off for being one of the presenters. Well, actually coming in, and we're gonna have him available because he'll get into that in a minute, because you also help other entrepreneurs start
Mhm.
their fashion brands. But couple things. You started Stone Jungle in 2017. What sparked that? What made you think, dang, I want to be in clothing and I feel like I can make some money or make an impact doing this?
Again, being a black man, I always had to stay fresh, had to stay fly. Being from Detroit as well, you know how we gotta represent everywhere we go, even from back in the day with suits and stuff. And it actually started from me being cheap, like going
Okay.
in the
Now
Nike
I like
store.
that. So you started a clothing line from being cheap.
I was being cheap. I used to buy all the red monkeys, Evisos, all that stuff, and it'd be gone by the next year around. You been I spent all this money. I'm like, I ain't doing that no more. So I started wearing a lot of jogger suits and stuff. And I went in the store one day and seen the jogger suit was $300. I said, oh no, I can't do this, not again. So I left and actually went home, drew some stuff up, and came up with it and was like, this it. I can do this. And being a black man again, I got to keep saying it on MLK Day that I was like, anything I do is gonna be successful because I'm a push and I'm a black king.
And now that's what I'm talking about. So coming in from scratch, did you know someone who had fashion knowledge? How did you even? I know you went home, you drew some stuff up,
Mhm.
but for somebody, and without giving away too much, because they need to be at that business class so they can get that expertise from you, and they can also, find out some insider tips. But how did you go about actually, finding out how to get items made?
Oh, it was hard. I ain't gonna lie, it was hard. Just do a lot of research. I asked around to a few people. I didn't get too much help,
Okay.
but the internet is your friend, really, and IG as well. I just did a little research. I ordered a lot of stuff, felt a lot of pieces, and just went with what I thought, would make sense. And shout out to quite a few people. The list kind of long of people who along the way did help me or did show me new ways of doing things. One is Hood Hustler Wear and Gear, Rock Diesel. They also helped me. D Spot helped me. Strictly Sportswear, Kathy, she helped me. A lot of people did as I got to going,
Okay.
and got it already off the ground.
Okay. And from an investment standpoint, just for somebody, don't forget you tuned in Retired Hood Rap Podcast. They want to get started in clothing. Do you think it's a substantial investment or is great as a startup business?
It's great as a startup business to make sure it's something you want to do.
Okay.
Because it's not for everybody. And I know during the scam-demic, everybody just jumped out there.
Why you got to keep talking about that scam demic?
It was a scam-demic. Everybody wanted to try something, and a lot of people came and went. So to jump out there, you got to really know that it's what you want to do. And if you know it's what you want to do, then jump out there. If not, I say give it a little taste and see, if your feet get wet, then your knees get wet, then you just jump all the way on in.
You know how that is. Okay, so a suggestion. Now, when it comes to fashion, now this is something, especially as an African American and a black business, it's MLK Day. So of course we want to touch on that. Don't forget, y'all, it's an MLK program today from 12 to 6 at 90's Knowledge Cafe. So make sure y'all pull up on that. But what I will say is that a lot of, you touched on this, in the African American community, a lot of times we don't share information. And I've also been told that it's hard sometimes to get a vendor as a black business opposed to other cultures because some of the vendors are outsourced from their countries.
Right.
What would you say about those things? And how do you feel about just giving people advice as a black business owner?
Well, that's one of the reasons why I also do what I do. when I did start, I did ask some people, and as Black people, unfortunately, a lot of people don't want to give stuff up. They feel like you're gonna be their competition, and I'm not like that. I don't care what it is, what you're doing. Even if you have a lion, I don't care, as long as it don't look just like this.
Right.
I'm gonna help you. Whatever outlets I have, I'm gonna share it. Whatever I could do to help you, I'm gonna give you the cheapest price I can. You can't tell me, hey, I could call the Chinese guy, or I could call Pakistan and I could do this. All right, well, they're a little bigger than me, but I help you. If there's $12, mine's 13. If I can make it happen like that, you know what I mean? So when people call me, I always open up to them, and I sit on the phone with them for an hour, 2 hours, whatever it is, to help them get accomplish or get to where they want to get. And everybody that I do make shirts or make hoodies or jogging suits for, I try to push them to buy and get the resources to do it themselves, because I'm not here just to make the money off of you. I'm here to help us grow and build.
So you heard that. That's what I'm saying. So if you want to know press information, all that, make sure you pull up. We gonna have that. And that's why I wanted to do that business class, because you got to think about it. A majority of what you're paying for the class goes towards the registration of your business costs. But I didn't want anybody to come and not have their business already set up, because I don't want you to be taking this information and you really can't practically use it. You know what I mean? So that's why we had lunch. And speaking of, you actually help too, because you do my t-shirts.
Yes, I do.
That you don't have to stay where you start shirts. Printed right here. So you do help other entrepreneurs, and at a pretty great cost. So make sure y'all pull up www.tbarbisfunny.com. Y'all want to be at that Bosses Business class. You want to be at that. It's January 29th. We're doing it on a Saturday. The class is only $199. It already comes with your LLC EIN. It comes with one-on-one lunch. Liberty Bank, Black-owned Liberty Bank, will be in the building. They'll be talking about business credit, financing, taking appointments to open business accounts if need be. We'll have a vendor list of different resources that you can use. We'll talk about how to start websites for free. We're going to talk about all that, because I think it's very important. And it's the beginning of the year 2022 is the time to get your business right.
For sure.
So how many times have you been tired? And this is what I want to give here, devil's advocate. I know you'll sit on the phone for 2 hours, but how does it feel when you sit on the phone all that time and a person doesn't even follow through?
Yeah, that's right.
That's why you got to have a class to make sure people are serious.
That's why it's good you're doing what you're doing. You'll be surprised how many people call me and they don't even have their EIN. They don't have an LLC. They don't have nothing. They just like, hey, I want to do this. And I ask them, especially if they got a good logo. It's been people call me to where I be like, oh, no, I'm not printing that. They be like, what you mean? Do you have a trademark? No. Okay, this how you do it. This what you do. This how you get it done. When you get that done, call me, because if I print this, somebody gonna steal it from you.
Yeah.
ASAP, and I want you to do it right. So this is how you do it. Start your LLC, and I help them. And sometimes they call back, get on it. And I've had a lot of people like Beard Merch. Me and him collabed on a hat. It's gonna take over for sure this year. I brought some out already.
You brought some? Let us see it.
I didn't bring it with me.
Okay, because we wanted the exclusive.
It's the Detroit D design, but it's 313.
Oh,
made as a Detroit D.
We gotta see that.
And it got the lion on the side of it. It's cold, but he went and he did it in like 2 weeks. Got it trademarked, everything, and I knew it was gonna be great. Knew it was gonna be great. So that's good you're doing that class. If y'all haven't tapped in already, make sure y'all.
And listen, did you hear that? That's advanced game right there as far as the trademark game, because I had that actually happen to me in real life. Yeah, so I have a brand. Everybody knows who I am. That's my brand. And I saw somebody else taking my brand. So like you said, that trademark piece is important. It's important to have your LLC. And that's why a lot of people couldn't get in on the scandemic, as you say. It was a lot of people that was left out or had to go the scam route because they didn't have a business taken care of. It was people that had simple LLC EIN that got on just from having that paperwork together. Half of the people's stuff was just sitting there.
Yeah.
But they still was able to get on. So it's so important to have your business right, no matter what industry you're in. So you tapped on something else too, because we want to dig a little deeper.
Okay.
Into who be is. So you do clothing, Stone Jungle. Make sure you let people know where they can get that. But you also mentioned that you do some acting.
I do. I just started. It's something new. I'm starring in Love of Fate 3. It's by Rockstar Visuals, Tragan Kier, and that's gonna be my acting debut far as the main character. D Jones actually probably gave me my first role, even though that ain't came out yet. I don't know where that's at.
D Jones, the comedian. Shout out to
Yeah.
my brother D Jones. He was on 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah. That's what's up. That's my guy. But I mean, it's coming out this year. It should be March. It should be premiering in
Okay.
March. So get ready for that.
Oh, and what is it called?
Love of Fate 3.
Love of Fate 3. So
Yeah.
it was you played the main character.
Main character in part 3.
Tell
You
us
can
a
check
little
out
bit
1 and
about
2.
that.
You can check out 1 and 2 right now on Tubi, Amazon. What else is on? I know it's on Tubi and Amazon. I want to say it was on. I can't remember. I know he's gonna kill me for that, but everybody got Tubi, so watch it on there.
You know what? Tubi been going crazy.
Yeah.
I've been watching hella movies on Tubi. Shout out to all the Detroit actors. We had Alfonso Settles on our show before. We also had Diesel on last week. So they go
Diesel.
crazy on the Detroit movies with the Tubi.
It's going crazy. It's going crazy. I'm glad I could be a part of it. Make me want to do my own movie. Nah, I might have to start, producing or something.
Yeah, it does. It does. And I like being on set. So do you have any like give us the juice of the movie? You got sex scene in there, boy?
Want to give all that away?
Do you got a little sex scene in there?
Do a little light.
Is it light? Was somebody naked on the set? We want the juice. Was somebody naked on the set?
It's been a few naked people probably on the set.
Did you see it? Okay, I gotta watch it and see. Okay, I'll make sure to check that out. What's the name of it again?
Love of Fate.
Okay, Love of Fate. Okay, and did you have to audition for that?
Not really.
I'm all in your business.
Put me in there like it's you, as the look, the feel. I guess he was just like, it's you. You playing this, and I'm like, all right, like let's go, let's do it. You know me, I'm always down for the challenge.
Okay, have you ever you said D Jones put you in something, but was acting always an interest of yours, or?
No, it wasn't. For some reason, when I ran into a lot of people that was doing movies, for some reason they just was like, hey, you need to start doing this.
Mm-hmm.
I even got an offer to fly out to LA to do some commercials and stuff like that. I was pushing Stone Jungle too hard at the time to do it, but it's still an option for me. I don't know.
I don't know, but you liked it. You liked it.
Yeah.
Did you take any courses? How did you prepare for that role?
No courses. No
you like, yeah, I ain't gotta do nothing.
Again, MLK Day. I'm Black King. Hey, if I put my mind to it, I could do it.
Oh my God, that is okay. That's what's up. And you say you dabble in some management too?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm just getting started with that. People call me for a lot of advice. I haven't actually started to push it, but a lot of like rappers and stuff or models and actors always like hit me up for advice or ask me questions, or I just give them advice. Just being on the phone with them, I think you should do this, you should try that, and then they'll call me back like, man, that was a good idea, man, you should be my manager.
Okay, you never know. That's an option. And with so much talent in Detroit right now, you never know. That's a good lane. Let me ask you this: where do you see Stone Jungle going next?
Out of space, out of this world.
Okay, out of space.
To the clouds, to the moon, everywhere. For this year, I know guaranteed Stone Jungle will be opening a storefront this year.
Okay.
Guaranteed. And it's going to be a place where you can come in and you can also get all of your clothing made, custom, everything. So if you want to start a clothing line, you'll be able to come in there. If you want us to print it, we can print it. If not, if you want 100 shirts to take with you, come in and get them. You want 100 jogger suits, they're going to be your hand. No more ordering, waiting from overseas, California, all this stuff. Nope. New York. No, it's right here in Detroit.
Okay. So you going into manufacturing,
and it's going to be Stone Jungle.
And
manufacturing gonna be in the back, so you're gonna have to come in, shop in the front for what you want. And if you want to order, I'm gonna have a slip for you. You just write down what you want. We bringing boxes out right there.
That's what I'm talking about. Make sure you keep us posted for that Stone Jungle clothing in the building. Make sure you go online, you order some pieces. All the pieces are always dope. And they do printing. So make sure and they'll be at the boss's business class. So you're trying to get into fashion. He just told you he can help you get into that lane. You see the stuff is dope. You see the stuff is quality. So make sure you get your tickets to the boss's business class now.
Right.
And you are listening to the Retired Hood Rat Podcast live with your girl, comedian T.Barb. Don't forget, we're live each and every Monday on YouTube. So make sure you go to my YouTube, comedian T.Barb. Also, every Thursday on all platforms. So that's Spotify, Apple Music. The Retired Hood Rat Podcast live on Detroit is different after dark, even though it's in the morning time. But it's time to get off into this topic. Okay. So let me ask you this. We have a lot of people on our show. We want to know, first off, what is your relationship status? So the world can know. We get straight into it because we getting ready to get into this topic. So we got to know. And it's going to be people tuning in. They're going to ask you anyway.
They ain't asking nothing.
They do. They I'm telling you, they be commenting. I just went live on my regular Facebook page. So we just started that.
It's great right now. That's what I can say. My relationship status is great.
What's great? Great meaning you're single, you're not single. It's a situationship, like Melanie Hearn say. Check her out at 90s tonight. What is it?
What is that?
Situationship.
I don't know what that is.
Situationship is, I guess that's where you go with somebody, but you don't go with them. You know how, especially black men. And I know it's a lot of different cultures listening, but black men are y'all famous for doing this. Like, we just friends, and then, but I just live with her. We just roommates. We just share this house. That's my baby mama. I live with my baby mama, but we not together. Like, all of this kind of stuff. Or be banging a chick for 18 months and then it'll be like, you know what? We just cool. I don't know why you keep acting like we together. Lay up with this girl. Her mama cook for you, everything. So that's what I'm talking about. So I'm just asking what your because today's topic is, can you have friends outside of your relationship? So we want to know what viewpoint to take it from you. So are you
not single?
Not single. Yeah. Okay. Bam.
So
bam.
Go.
Let's go. Let's get into it. So, okay. Oh, and shout out to my girl Danny Redwine. She said they call sneaky links.
Sneaky links. Oh, that's what that is.
That's
the situationship. The sneaky links. Yeah.
Sneaky links. Look, you can tell when aunties learn a new word. We love it. Real shout out to all my real aunties in Detroit. Sneaky links. Okay. So, relationship status. How long have you been not single?
2 years.
Okay, 2 years. In that 2 years, I know a lot of times when you start relationships, you come in with friends and family. How do you feel about your mate having friendships outside of your relationship?
As long as they my friend too, it's cool.
Okay.
I ain't got no problem with it. You can't have a whole bunch of male friends, but if you got one or two that you've been knowing for maybe 20 years, 10 years, something like that, ain't nothing never happened. As long as I'm cool with them too, yeah, they can stay around. We can all hang, be cool.
Okay, you said
all them friends popping up and all them new people and all that. Nah, I ain't with that.
Okay, so no new friends.
No new friends.
She can come in with friends, but no new friends.
Right. You can't be out and be like, oh, I met somebody at so and so. Nah, that's your sneaky link. Nah, that's your situationship on the side. Hey, no, I went to the bar and this guy was saying that, he was cool. I'm gonna go hang out with him.
That's your sneaky link now. Okay. Yeah. What about you? Do you have female friends that you came into the relationship with?
Yeah. And I push for them to be friends and for them to be cool and hang out together. I push for that. Go ahead, hang out. Make sure y'all got each other number, cook together, whatever.
Okay. So, but you're opposed to having. What about if she has a male friend that you haven't had 2 years, you haven't had the opportunity to meet?
Oh, she had them.
Okay.
No doubt about that.
Okay.
That's the friend that she fucking.
Okay. All right.
That's already her sneaky link.
All right.
I got a friend. Oh, he calling you at 11. I still ain't met this guy. Nah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So you say 2 years long enough to meet everybody in the whole world?
Not in the whole world, but if you got a male friend, yeah, I should have met him in 2 years. Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna add relationship counselor to my list of things.
Okay. Let me ask you this question. And I'm not speaking to your current relationship, because I think a lot of these answers are based on past. Have you ever been cheated on?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay. So do you think that that's a direct correlation about how you feel about friends and
Nah,
relationships?
that's not it. It's just women are sneakier and they just better at cheating than men. So I
Oh,
don't care what y'all say. That's the truth. I don't care how y'all men
oh.
feel. Y'all women been cheating probably for the 20 years y'all been together, and you'll never find out.
Why would you say
It's just
that?
the truth.
Women do not really cheat. It's men that cheat. But what it is
Black
that
men don't cheat.
no.
MLK Day.
Men like to say that women don't get caught because they get caught. So it has to be that the woman is doing something. The woman is doing something because you got to be cheating. You're not getting caught. No, that's not the case. We just not cheating. It ain't about not getting caught. We just not cheating.
I mean, people always get caught up with me when it happens. So I don't know
And
what they doing.
shout out to Danny. She says women cheat out of revenge.
No, that's a lie. Women cheat because something lacking that they want.
Okay.
And a man could give a woman the whole world. You could take the trash out for 15 years straight. That one day you don't take the trash out and the neighbor, she think cute, take it out, they fucking.
Oh, here we go. Wow, that is just too much. So dang. So that's pretty harsh.
It's the truth.
Okay.
That's
Well,
the truth to me. I mean,
to
it's just my truth. I just feel as though just like if a man ball in the day and buy you everything in the world, and then he have a hard time and he can't buy you them red bottoms, she gonna go find a man that's gonna buy him.
No.
If a man buy him,
what kind of women are you around? What kind of women are you around?
Kind. It's
I'm
gonna be
just saying.
something. It's always gonna be something. It ain't gotta be materialistic. It could be that you every day ran past her in the kitchen, smacked her on the booty, rubbed it, did whatever, said something nice to her, and you have a bad week and you don't. She go out one day and the man tell her she beautiful. You ain't told her in a week. She looking at him.
No.
My man don't never tell me.
Well,
I'm
let me
beautiful.
ask you this.
Damn.
Well, why do men cheat then? Since this is because I don't agree with anything that you're saying. I do think that what happens is when men are cheating, their pattern changes. So when a woman notices pattern changes, that doesn't mean that they want to go out and fuck something else. That just means that now they're noticing that. And usually you 90% of the time, I ain't talking about no one day. I'm talking about when a pattern has consistently changed, that usually means that the man is up to something. It ain't our fault that you can't be consistent on all fronts. You ain't got enough to spread all around. That's why I understand why men be like, I can have 10 women. No, nigga, you ain't got enough to spread to me. How many men really have? You don't have enough. Men not even thoughtful enough towards one woman most times to be talking about you can handle 5 and 4 and 3. You must got us together so we can handle each other. That gotta be. That's why I say that is really. I mean that. Okay, here we go. Here we go. You know what? That was headed together to handle each other. We up in this Warriors Higher Hurrah podcast, dropping balls on that ass with a blast from the past. Bitch, wear sash like you get married on that ass. Like, I quit.
Rapper T.Barb in the building.
Bars with Barb early in the morning.
Bars with Barb.
Bars with Barb. Retired Hood Rap Podcast. Don't forget you can listen to us live every Monday on YouTube, comedian T.Barb. Make sure you click like, subscribe, comment. We can see you live. I don't know why I can't see some of the comments, so make sure you comment. We shouting everybody out that's in the building. Stone Jungle Clothing is in the building. B Will, also known as B Dog, also known as Brian, is in the building. We're talking Detroit fashion, relationships, and everything else. Make sure you subscribe and go follow me on the gram. I am T.Barb. And I recently just did a show. So Brian is cool. Met him with one of my homeboys at, the facility. We did a comedy special. You came out, sat in the audience, and I hosted it. But you just saw me do comedy for the first time for real 2 weeks ago. Shout out to the Detroit Comedy Explosion, Mr. North End. He put that together. He put it down, and you brought the city out for sure.
Listen, you killed it. I'm talking about killed it. Like, I always knew you was funny, but you was fucking hilarious.
Thank you.
You can see the real talent in you. Like, a lot of people is Instagram funny or just funny, but the talent to be able to get on that stage and control the crowd and have everybody laughing and everybody into the show, That's good. That's great. That's real talent right there.
Well, thank you.
I was excited to know you. I was out there like I was your brother or something. Like, yeah, oh, get him. For real. I had a ball, a blast.
I appreciate that. You said you was excited to know that was the one. I was like, that's my dog. That's my dog.
That's my dog.
She gotta wear a jogging suit next show.
For sure.
Hey, just shout out to Pretty and Powerful because I went up to Culture Currency. Shout out to them too. And got a jogging suit. I wanted to wear a Detroit brand for that show and represent. And I shout out to them. I'm always showing them love. They always showing me love. So went up there, got my little Pretty and Powerful on. Had my little booty looking like I had a little something on there on the stage.
You said something about that in your set.
Yeah, I did. Like, shout out to my little booty bops. We call them the little booty bops. You said that's what I said. Man, be mad as hell. We looking like, ooh, I'm about to get that. Go to see that boy in real life. That's that booty bops. The booty bops had me looking on 10. Baby, now you getting the real.
You got me with that when you was like hat fishing too.
Oh, yeah.
I kept calling it that. Back in the day, I used to not back in the day, but a few years ago, I used to say I was hat fishing because it made me look younger.
Oh, yeah. You know what, though? I ain't gonna lie. That joke came from I was dating this guy, right? Guy got that bread. No, he had that bread. Nigga had a little franchise. I'm like, okay. He looked so good with his hat on. He looked like Mr. Miyagi the minute he took it off. It was just like, wow, God. And then it was like, you ever see somebody hair when they bald it? It ain't even balding in a natural hue. It's balding like a little lake or something. Like some little pieces down here, lower. Then it looked like a block on the top of their head. Remember Putty? It looked like, if you remember on Nickelodeon, it was that little Putty.
Yeah.
It looked like that's how they balding. It ain't balding evenly. It's just like alopecia. I don't know what it is, but it's just something. And so when I saw him, I was like, oh my God. He instantly went from being like 32 to 77. Damn. It was like Mr. Miyagi. I felt like Karate Kid. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Wax on.
Have you ever, let me ask you this. I know this is totally off topic. Have you ever been fooled by a woman? Like, where you saw her, she was looking this way, and then either you woke up and she was looking bold, or you saw her another time?
I don't think so.
You ever been catfished?
Was the lashes. Sitting on stuck to the pillow.
The lashes, the mascara and lashes.
Yeah, them lashes kill me. I don't know who told them that looked good the way that motherfucker be. I can't get with it. That's nah.
Are you talking about when they be long? Listen, it was a girl. She was gonna smack the shit out of me with her lashes one day. And then they be thin. I don't know. Snuffleupagus.
Yeah, that's what it is. Snuffleupagus.
So let me ask. So let me think. If the question was, can you? So if I'm in a relationship, so I'm single. So everybody knows that I'm a professional single person. I'm working on it every time I think, and I'm very particular. Like, you might meet a guy, he be looking good. Then you go back out with him and he got 20,000 pockets on. Like, dog, nobody told you to wear that many pockets on your pants. I don't like that. It just be little shit, or I don't know. It's just so hard. The caliber of people is so and I'm out here getting it. I cannot sit around you. You not getting it. I can't sit around you. I don't want nobody that's unattractive. I used to date ugly guys because ugly guys used to treat you better. But in 2022, they treating you bold too. So what's the point? I might as well get somebody look good.
That ain't true.
No, that's very true. I used to go out with a fat little, little chubby, little fat. You can't get a tall fat guy, like about 5'10", 9. Couple of dollars, treat me good, think I'm the best looking. Now, these hoes done messed it up. They acting a fool too. So I might as well give me somebody fine with a whole lot of money. Because broke guys, they acting up too. You used to get you a broke guy to go to the store for you all day. He used to go to the store for you all day. Sit on the couch, watch your kids. He used to do all the errands, cook and all that. Not a broke guys. Girls giving them money. Like, oh my God, I'm done with this. So I might as well just get me somebody rich who look good. When a rich nigga wants you. Okay, Chris Brown. I'm here. Shit, do not come talking to me if you ain't got no money. I am sorry. Girl gonna try to hook me up with somebody talking about he ain't got no car. What the fuck we gonna do? He ain't got no car. He'll explain it to you. No, he won't, because I'm not calling him. What? Why would I call him?
Go get you a bus pass. That's what he gonna do.
Talking about he can Uber us where we wanna go.
He might get a discount.
Nigga, I wanna go to Miami tomorrow. Uber me there. When a rich nigga wants you. So that's all I'm saying. I don't like guys that are overly friendly with too many female friends. Now, by me being a comedian, it's different. By like when you're a business owner, you're a comedian, it's a little different because I'm gonna walk in the room and know 20 dudes.
Right.
I'm a hug 20 dudes. These my brothers. I work with them. You have to be understanding of this industry. But am I gonna go sit on their lap? Am I gonna go be all in their face? Am I not? I'm gonna introduce you to everybody, but you just have to be used to this, and that's why I prefer somebody in the industry, but not a comedian. I would never date a comedian unless it's I was trying to think of somebody big who is huge. I would date Will Ferrell. I want to go with him and Steve Carell. Both of them. I'll go with both of them together. But a regular comedian, no. Them my sneaky links. Will, call me. I always want to be with a white man. If it's gonna be one, it's gonna be you. So
that's. I mean, if you in the industry, that's cool. They gotta understand that you doing business, Mm-hmm. But it need to be business. So if you're doing a comedy show, you're doing all of that. It's cool. Be at the crib chilling or be there, cheering you on, all of that. But when it's like, all right, I'm at the crib and you go out solo with one of the comedians and y'all go eat. Now it's 1 o'clock in the morning and y'all going here, there. Now what is it turning into? Sneaky link.
I'm telling you've been cheated on. La 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 la. I had to put a G. Listen, cause I'm tired. I didn't have that too. I done been stalked. I don't want to go with no nigga. I gotta put a GPS in my drawers everywhere I go. Yeah, because they got portable GPSs.
That's going too far.
So I found out about that because somebody put one in my car. I was like, damn, this thing. Because listen, when you got good coochie, you have different type of problems. So I don't be liking those type of problems. People follow you around, keep calling you every 5 seconds. What you doing? Nothing, nigga. Shit, So I don't like that. That's why you gotta be careful. Don't settle, ladies. Get the man that you desire. Have you ever dated outside your race?
Yeah, maybe once or twice. It's MLK Day. No, I ain't never did that.
He gonna say it's MLK Day. I ain't never did that.
He never did that. No, I probably I'll say a Panamanian before maybe Puerto Rican too. That's about it. Nothing crazy.
Okay, none too. You okay? I'm just asking.
While on MLK Day, T.Barb over here talking about she want a white man. We ain't gonna talk about that.
Oh, dang. Why y'all make me say that on MLK Day? It's y'all fault. Devils. It's like, no, it's not. I forgot. And speaking of, so then that's a good time to go to our sponsor. Because shout out to our sponsor, Loving in Our Purpose Home Help Agency. If you need help and you and your family have Medicaid, are you or your loved one in need of home help? Do you have Medicaid? Are you caring for a loved one and need financial assistance? If you answer yes, call them. They can help. 1-800-975-5812. That's 1-800-975-5812. Loving in Our Purpose. And also Good Helpers Heating and Cooling and Entertainment, which sponsors 90s Knowledge Cafe. Tonight is Monday night. It's comedy night. Make sure you meet me in the building, 90s Knowledge Cafe, 71 Oakman. We start the show at 9:30 sharp. Be in the building 8 o'clock. It gets full fast. Melanie Hearns, Jason Jameson. It's gonna be funny. So come see me. And then also, I'm taping my first audio album. Next, yes, I'm doing that Friday and Saturday at the Independent Comedy Club. Danny Redwine's opening for me my first audio album. I need y'all to go get tickets to that now. Go on my website, tbarbisfunny.com. Independent Comedy Club. They only $20. They got them on sale. $5 off. $20 tickets. Limited space. Audio album is my first audio recording, so I'm going in. And it's gonna be a lot of fun. So make sure you come out. Gotta pay them little bills and get them little bill payments out the way, because that's what pay my bills.
Tickets.
That's what. So where can they get Stone Jungle? What do you have coming up next? Like drop that little sauce on them.
StoneJungleApparel.com. I got a good sale going on. I'm gonna start it, and about, I guess when we're done with this, I'm gonna do 50% off everything in honor of MLK Day. So shop StoneJungleApparel.com. You can also find me on Instagram at Stone Jungle Apparel, Facebook as well, or just hit T.Barb up and she'll give you my contact too. If you can't find it or something, she got you.
I do be giving out his phone number. They be like, I need a shirt. So I be like, call my boy. They got you.
That support is there.
That's what I'm talking about. You don't have to stay where you start. Don't forget, if you like the quality of my shirts, make sure you see them. And if you want to get a shirt from me too, T.Barb is funny.com. It is MLK Day. So we do definitely want to take some time and talk about Martin Luther King, his impact. And I also, so we do our segment news you may or may not be able to use. And normally I'll come with a story. Today I just want to tell some interesting facts about the education system right now. If you're in Michigan, we have a thing called Common Core. Okay, a lot of people don't know about this. Common Core has taken all African American history out of history books.
What?
So the kids will no longer be learning about slavery, Harriet Tubman, any of that things.
Wow.
Anything that they learn will be considered American history. So if you did not know, if you are a parent, a auntie, a grandparent, you need to go research this. Common Core. Common Core has changed the standards for math, has changed the standards for everything, but it has taken African American history out of history books. So our kids are no longer learning. They have very specific things. I believe that Martin Luther King may be one, but they're not learning about slavery. They took that out. That's something that Congress and the Senate voted on right behind y'all back. While we was arguing over this other stuff, they were taking your history away from you right in front of your face. So for MLK Day, what I would like for everybody to do is to teach your kids something about African American history today, because they're not learning in the school like you thought they were. For the kids who have already learned, shout out to you. But for the little kids, they will no longer be learning African American history. So I think that's very important today, especially on Martin Luther King Day, to acknowledge that. And don't forget, shout out to 90s Knowledge Cafe, 12 to 6. They're doing an MLK program. So I can only imagine you have small kids.
Not so small, 9.
Okay. So, I mean, imagine your 9-year-old not learning anything about African American history.
Man, I got him. I'm going to make sure he learn all about it. I didn't know this. This new information.
Common Core.
Sit him down, make him watch Roots. All of it.
Roots was traumatic.
Yeah.
I didn't
watch everything. I kept falling asleep, but it was so much going on, man. It was a lot. Yeah, it was dramatic. I'm being honest. I tell the truth.
Did you watch it when you was little? Because when we was younger and they made us watch it, it was like you had to watch it. It came on like once a week, and we was clamored by the TV to watch it, and you had to watch it at a certain time. Kids these days don't get that.
They don't get that. They just know the video game.
No, they don't get that. We had to rewind tapes. We had to watch stuff at a certain time. It wasn't no on demand.
None of that.
Yeah.
My 9-year-old, I let him know. I pulled out the VHSs. Like, you know what this is? Let me tell you what this is. See, this is what we had to do. I still got a VCR. It ain't hooked up, but I still got one.
Oh, that's only freaky people still got a VCR. I feel like only people who want to watch that old school Vanessa Del Rio. If not, this lets you know you an old freak. Vanessa, real aunties in Detroit, the Vanessa Del Rio videos is him, because you ain't no need to have no VCR unless you trying to watch Vanessa.
I have my old Kung Fu movies on VHS. See?
Good way to clean it up. Good way to clean it up.
5 Deadly Venoms and all that.
Vincent Price.
Super Ninjas.
Or Vanessa. whatever you want to call it. Make, make
With
sure
the
you
bush.
subscribe. Oh, with the bush. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, Comedian T.Barb. Don't forget Comedian T.Barb. Each and every Monday, you can check out all of our shows live, the whole show on Comedian T.Barb YouTube. And then also you can go and listen to us on all platforms. So today's show will be uploaded on Spotify, Apple Music, and Google Play this Thursday. If you want to tap back in and listen to our interview with Stone Jungle and check us out today. Don't forget, tonight is Monday. So each and every Monday, if you're in the Metro Detroit area, come check me out at 90s Knowledge Cafe. And don't forget, January 29th is the Boss's Business class. It's the Retired Hood Rat Morning Show. B-Dog, first off, we want to thank you for coming through this thing.
Thank you.
Thank you for
very
coming
much.
through this thing.
I'm honored
And
to be here.
we want to hear, give us a little MLK Black business tip or something you want to leave these folks with today.
Black business tip. Get your business in order. Prioritize. Make sure that you treat your business like it's a Fortune 500 company. How she was saying, the word of the day is self. Make your business about itself. Make your business big. Like don't think small. You know, a lot of us think like, all right, I'm gonna get to it. This. No. Treat your business like a real business. If somebody orders something, if you got a website going on, get that stuff out, get it to them people, get your packaging right, all of that. Make it a priority, make it about self, get it together.
Last thing, I do want to touch on this before we go too, because people always discuss Black businesses and they say Black business a certain way, but what about the Black customer? And I don't like even using Black before anything negative. So let me make that disclaimer now. I'm only saying that because we have a business owner here, and I want people to understand that all businesses have issues. It's not just Black business. You go to McDonald's and they didn't put your tartar sauce on your sandwich. You go to get your nails done and they treated you bold or treated you bad. You go to a restaurant and they never came. The waitress didn't ask you if you wanted water. The stuff was dirty. We don't say an Italian business. We don't say a Korean business. But since we are pinpointing on that, as customers,
satisfy them customers. I know.
Satisfy them customers, but we can be some bad customers.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I'm so tired of hearing, oh man, can I get a discount? You got the discount. What you mean? I started this because of how much the other stuff costs. And you got on Balenciaga shoes and Louis Vuitton belt. As soon as I say it's $100 for a whole jog suit, man, can I get it for 75?
Every time. So make sure that we working on each other. It's 2022. And you know how I feel about that. It's a new you, new year. It doesn't have to be a new year for you to change, but if it being a new year promotes you to changing, then I'm all for that. Make sure you tune in each and every week. This upcoming Monday, we have an amazing show coming for you. Shout out to Essence of Terror. Make sure you shop with my producer. She makes all custom jewelry, all my hats. If you love my T-Barb hats that you see, make sure you go to Essence of Terror. Essence of Terror on Instagram, Essence of Terror on Facebook. Custom jewelry, custom pieces. Everybody loves my T-Barb hat. You've seen it in the Michigan Chronicle. You've seen it everywhere. She made that hat. She's also a producer. Also, make sure you tap into Detroit is Different After Dark, and Detroit is Different. You can follow us, Retired Hood Rat Mornings. That's Retired Hood Rat Mornings on Instagram. It's I am T-Barb if you want to follow my personal page. Don't forget you can go get both of my books. One is Faith Over Fear, Tales of a Retired Hood Rat, or the Hood Rat Kitchen on my cookbook. I have so much going on.
The Hood Rat Kitchen.
You got the Hood Rat Kitchen? Yeah, you and your girl made some stuff. Shout out to my dog, Side Blue. And if you have some stuff, does she have anything coming up for the
July 30th this year is the Strut. So get ready for that, the fashion show. And you owe down for that too.
I do. No, I owe. So that's why I'm asking. I want to get it in advance because I had a couple things. I didn't get it. We'll talk about it after. I got a couple donations, a couple things going on that I want to shout out to. Don't forget T-Barb and Friends, nonprofit 501c3.
Model thing coming up too.
When?
Let me see.
Make sure you get those dates.
You got to go to sideblue.com and or at sideblue on Instagram and sign up for the model workshop. She's teaching you how to pose and everything, how to walk right, and giving you a free bag and a lot of other things too.
Oh, so you definitely got to send me that so we can post that on the Retired Hood Rat Mornings page for sure. Because if you serious about what you're trying to do, you need to be willing to invest in yourself. And that's a lot of the problem. If you really want to get into this game and you really want to learn, you need to be signing up for modeling class. You need to be at Boss's business class. You need to be linking with people that are like-minded, that are doing the things that you're doing. So we want to make sure we put that out. Shout out to Detroit is Different After Dark. Make sure you check them out on Spotify. Retired Hood Rat Podcast. I can't stress it enough. Make sure you click like, comment, share, show some love for your dog. It's comedian T.Barb. I will see y'all next week. Hopefully I'll see y'all tonight at 90s Knowledge Cafe each and every Monday. You're going to be in a bit. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. And I hope to see y'all at the Boss's Business Class, www.tbarbisfunny.com. Get your tickets for that. We love y'all so much. We out this thing. Mitches, we had a great show. And shout out to Stone Jungle.
Thank you for having me. It was great. I'm honored to be here again. Y'all, it's always a great show. This is my second time doing this with you. And hey, every time I have a blast.
Every time. So check us out and we'll see you later. Hold on, she's getting on YouTube now. What's up, YouTube, y'all?